Hello, everybody. This is episode 10 of In the Know, my daily short form podcast show, which is aimed at putting people in the know. A show where I cover a variety of topics using my experiences and viewpoints in life to put people in that know. Now, you might want to ask yourself, what is the know? It's the understanding that seems to be hard for people to grasp, which will make their lives a lot simpler. The following is yet another intro speech into the topic of today. That introduction speech is regarding picking a good group for class projects. See, in school, there comes a time when you have to pick a good group of people to work with in class. And a lot of times, teachers like to choose the group of people that you work with because all you'll do is pick your friends. Here's where you have to be smart in your choices in life because your grade is on the line. This is usually a mistake the kids make in middle school and high school. But once you get to college, you should be choosing on the basis of your paid education. Choosing people just because it's a popular group is a bad idea, especially if you're not competent in their decision making. So choose wisely because this is your future that's on the line. So, when picking a good group of students in class, it starts in the classroom. And who does it start with? It starts with yourself. That's right. You should know yourself. Are you a hard worker? Are you more relaxed where you might need a leader of the group? Are you a procrastinator? Are you a loner? Do you have a great group persona? Are you detail oriented? Or are you basic and very straightforward? Understand in the classroom the scope of the project, meaning how many pages are expected to come out of this project. Highly research driven. There needs to be graphs and charts, footnotes, a glossary if needed, or depending on the scope of the project, interviews with experts in a field of interest. Understand also the timeline of completion. Is this something that's due at the end of the quarter, like in high school? Or are we talking college where things are done at the end of each semester? Who are your classmates? Students. Pay attention to the students in your class. Pay attention to the A students, consistently good grades, well attentive, group person, very structured, very detail oriented, and very well liked. But see, it's not all about the grades. C's don't have the academic, but a lot of C students tend to be quite creative, to be honest with you. Personality for presenting, street smart, ability to read people, diverse, and less monolithic. Watch who volunteers in class. First to step up. These students are the fearless ones. Also, pay attention to the ones who are fearful and the ones who are not involved who tend to be lazy in class. That says a lot about how they could behave within a group. Pay attention also to who slacks off in class, meaning you need to remove yourself from these individuals. Try to make yourself unappealing to them as much as possible and try picking groups before any other group is picked. Who works the best in group settings? Small groups with 3 people, medium sized groups with 5 people, or do people work well with large groups of 8 or more people? Your time to pick. Here's where things are very important. Don't pick friends. A lot of times when you pick your friends, they're too relaxed. Your friends are hard to critique, hard to criticize, and the expectations from each other is not high enough. Choose people who have past good work. These may not be your friends, people who you never speak to, who need leadership, who is good at following directions, and also who present very well. Now let's look at the roles. Know your role. What do I mean by that? Know who's the lead, who can galvanize people, who can give good instructions. Who are these role players in the group who know how to follow? Who are the influencers? Get people to follow them. But we also, from these roles, need to understand who are going to be the main presenters. That's the strongest person to present in the group. Secondary presenters are usually very interesting, and then the next level people assist the people who are first and second. Now let's look at presentation day. What is the structure of your project? and how you're going to present it. Know who will speak in what order. No one person shall always be speaking. Make sure each person is engaging on the day that you present your project. He or she may be watching. Now, this is the reason why I say all of this. There's always that educator's eye. And the educator is going to be paying attention to the group makeup, know who has what grades already before these groups are put together. This is the time to shine and redeem yourself in your teacher or professor's eyes if you're one of these students who don't do as well. Making sure everyone is contributing because your grade depends on it. Making sure the group hits certain key points because your grade depends on it. And also the teacher pays attention to the reception coming from the class as well. So, as an end statement, why we all need to choose a good group in school for class projects. Here's why. Ultimately, the group you choose says a lot about you. Now, it really does not mean much in the beginning stages of life, but in your adulthood, you have to pick wisely because you're not just picking a group for school. What if you think about starting your own business? Here's where people have to make real group decisions. And if you pick on the basis of who you like versus who will do a good job, your business will fail. Now, most people are not going to be business owners, but you will work in teams within your most careers. So pick well. It can be to your advantage or it could be to your detriment. So, thanks for listening to In the Know, and can't wait to bring the next episode where we talk about how to read, remember, and regurgitate vital information. Thank you.